Hi everyone, my name is Basiti Jahara C. Muhammad from Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Science 1B, and today I will be discussing to you the Article 14 of 1987 Philippine Constitution. Before we start to our main topic, here's the diagram of legal basis of teaching profession, and as you can see here, the law of the Article 14 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution was included to this. So what is this Article 14 of 1987 of Philippine Constitution? To fully appreciate the legal basis of professionalizing teaching in the Philippines, it is important to examine the constitutional basis of Philippine education. Article 14 of 1987 Philippine Constitutional provides the general framework for education in the country. It shows how the state recognizes the importance of education, science and technology, cultural development, and sports and wellness in the life of the state and of the people. Article 14 embodies the utopian and economic goal for education in the Philippines. In order to understand the legal basis of professionalizing teaching in the Philippines, we need to study the constitutional basis of Philippine education. This article provides the general framework for education in the country. This article shows country recognize the importance of education, science and technology, cultural development, sports and wellness of its people. And this law is very important because it is a powerful law where it is already embedded in constitution. That's why it will never ever change. And this Article 14 actually has a 19 section. And let's proceed to Section 1. Section 1 presents the enduring commitment of the Philippines to provide quality education to all its citizens, a commitment to build a nation with functionally literate, educated, and productive citizens. It is a statement that shows how country values the education and development of its citizens. So in Section 1, the state protects the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. In Section 1, you can really see here that it shows how the country values education and development of its citizens. Section 2 discusses the commitment of the state to provide access to quality education for all levels from preschool to tertiary. It elucidates the function of the state to develop an education system that focuses on formal education, non-formal education, alternative learning system, and indigenous learning system. To support this provision, Section 2 states that the state will provide financial assistance and efficient student support system to deserving students. Here in Section 2, it established and maintained a system of free public education in the elementary and in high school levels. So, also, the state offers different scholarship for those who are deserving both in public and private school, especially to those underprivileged. So, in Section 2, we have a different learning system. Have the formal learning system where it is just a regular school, just like us student who goes to school to Monday to Friday, take a test and proceed to another grade. That is formal learning system, while the non-formal learning system is this is this is a learning system where it's convenient to working students, and these are the ALS or modular. And we have the informal This means in the informal means that you do not need to go to school, you do not need to take modular or else. It means that what you see or what do you learn from surrounding is that's that is informal learning system. And while the um, indigenous learning system, of course they have this specific learning system to them because of course the indigenous people are people who are deserving also to learn or to have an education. Section 3 provides a framework for enduring values, knowledge, and skills that need to be emphasized in all the contents of the curriculum. In Section 3, in order for us to promote good citizen with right values, we need to teach them the Constitution or the law. In order for us to know what's our rights and what is our obligation as a citizen. Section 4 provides guidelines in the establishment and management of education institutions in the country. It emphasizes that all education institutions other than those established by religious groups and mission boards shall be owned solely by the citizens of the Philippines, or in the case of corporations and associations, at least a majority of the shares, 60%, should be owned by the Philippine citizens. Sa Section 4, lahat ng tinatayong paaralan sa Pilipinas ay dapat pagmamay-ari yan ng mga Pilipino. Or in the case naman sa corporation or associations, at least 60% ng capital nila is owned by citizens of the Philippines. If ever naman ang nakaka-own sa association or ng corporation is foreigner, mas tataasan pa nila yung capital na dapat i-own ng mga citizens sa Pilipinas. Section 5 reiterates the need to consider regional and sectoral needs and conditions in the planning and development of education policies. It enshrines the spirit of academic freedom for tertiary education, the right of citizens to choose their profession or field of study, the right of teachers and school personnel to professional advancement, and putting the highest budgetary support to education. Here in Section 5, there must be planning between the local and the DepEd or educational sector because, for example, in Gabacan University, you will not need to implement a pilot or seaman course because it doesn't really need in that place. For example, the people there are farmers, so the one of the course that should be implemented there are agriculture. And also, in choosing what of the field of study, no one can dictate you on what course you will take or quality you to do this. And also, the highest budget of the Philippines government must be given to education. Section 6 to 9 focus on the development and promotion of Filipino as the national language and as medium of instruction. These sections also recognize the importance of other local and foreign languages. In Section 6 to 9, the national language of the Philippines is Filipino, of course. We must use the language of Filipino in our education system because it's our own way to perceiving the language of Filipino. Section 10 to 13 focus on the importance and promotion of science and technology in the Philippines. It reiterates the importance of developing a culture of science and innovation among the Filipino people. In section 10 to 13, science and technology are essential for national development and progress. The state shall give priority to research and development. So the Congress may provide incentives, including tax deduction, to encourage participation in programs of basics and applied scientific research. Um, there are also scholarship given, and in this section, if the researcher um, make something that is valuable, the government will take it for the national development. So let's proceed to next section. Section 14 to 18. Discuss the development and promotion of Filipino culture, which includes various cultural practices, traditions, beliefs, and indigenous knowledge of the different cultural groups and regions in the country. Means that it means that arts and letters shall enjoy the patronage of the state. The state that conserve, promote, and popularize the national's historical and cultural heritage and serves as well as artistic creation. All the country's artistic and historic wealth contribute the cultural treasure of the nation and shall be under the protection of the state. So here if you are if meron kang ang kunyari the letters of Jose Rizal, um, the government must take it in order to protect and to serve as a historical. That's why we have a Philippine museum. Section 19 provides the framework for promoting and developing sports program for the well-being of the Filipino people. Here is the state shall promote physical education and encourage sports program to foster self-discipline, teamwork, and excellence for the development of a healthy and alert citizen. All education institutions shall undertake regular sports activities throughout the country in cooperation with artistic clubs and other sectors. Um, that's why we have a, regional, regional meet, um, a science festival, intramurals. So these are really helpful for us to be, as a citizens, for us to be healthy and to be alert. So that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something. And if you have question and clarification, don't be shy to message me. That's all, and thank you for watching.